Oh, what's poppin', peeps? T-Money here to do a review for a film for this Wednesday's Body Bags. I have to say I'm pretty frustrated right now. I just spent 15 minutes recording a video, and this is my own fault, only to find out that I was going to do a video for The Pit, and it turns out that another member, Slasher Junkie, fuck you, no, I'm just kidding, buddy, had already reviewed it, so that was my own damn fault for not looking, so I was ready to upload it, and then I found that out, and then I tried to film another video, and about 5 minutes in, it cut out on me. I lost, which is again my fault. I didn't delete enough videos, creating enough storage space. So this is my third attempt to fucking shoot this Wednesday's edition of Body Bags. Enough bitching. We'll get this started. I have a cool film that I chose to review. Everything happens for a reason, I guess, because I probably should have done this one anyway. This is a film from 2016 known as Plank Face, kind of an indie slashery backwoods type film. It's basically about a family of cannibals, like 3 women cannibals who abduct this couple, and they want to make the husband or the boyfriend of the couple a new member of their tribe, basically, by branding. Plank faces, hence what they do is they brand like a tree stump to this guy's face, and he's kind of like, he becomes like their, I don't know if it's like the father figure, the god or whatever, but he's Plank face. So I'll just read you the synopsis so you get a clear view of what the film's about. It says, "Freedom is wild," and by the way, this is a special edition. There were only 1,000 of these made, so I have number 480, not that that matters, but, so yeah, anyway, it says, "Freedom is wild. A man is captured by a family of feral, wood-dwelling cannibals who want to make him one of their tribe. Can they successfully break him, or will he find their ways oddly alluring?" So that's what your film's about. Now, I like this a lot because it's like a unique slasher film, and it has the elements of like the backwoods slasher, and I just love the whole woods vibe with the masked killer, but the masked killer is unique because it's like a plank face branded to this guy's head, or a wooden plank branded to this guy's face, rather. But basically in the beginning of the film you see, basically it starts out, without spoiling too much, with this plank face guy, and then he ends up like dying, so they need this couple or this family in the woods, they want to replace him, basically. So it's kind of a confusing film, but that's essentially what it's about. They kidnap this couple and they want to make him part of their family, and so then they kind of like worship him. So they brand the wood plank to his face, and then it's kind of like this sex orgy, which is very weird because it combines elements of like exploitation, slasher, sexploitation, because it's basically like they pray to this essentially plank face, and you kind of have the mother figure, then the 2 daughters who kind of just like worship plank face, and basically he's like their sex toy. So you have like really weird scenes, like, and kind of gross scenes where like they light a guy on fire, for example, and as you see his body burning, they're like giving this guy head, or like doing sexual favors to this guy, as like there's just some crazy shit that goes on in this film, and it's very cool, and it's kind of kinky in that way, in that respect. I enjoyed it. I don't want to give away too much because it's very straightforward, but the cool thing, one cool thing about this film also is that there's an appearance from Dave Parker, Mr. Parka, who I love a lot from, I watch all of his like updates and stuff, so see if you, when I was watching I was like, that's fucking Dave Parka, and then I like fast forward and I was like, yeah, that's definitely him, and then I looked it up, and yeah, sure enough, it's him. But I forgot to also say that this film's directed by Scott Shermer. I'm not familiar with him. He could very well have been directed another indie film that I just don't know it was him, or I haven't seen. But obviously he's, you know, they're all in this horror circle. So you've got Scott Shermer directing this. Excuse me, it's a Bandit motion picture. It stars Nathan Barrett as Plankface, Susan M. Martin, Bridget McCauley, and Alice Winkler. I'm sorry, Jason. So, and Ellie Church, who's also a producer and I think special makeup effects designer, or a clothing designer on this film. She has a lot of involvement. And actually, the film starts out with her thanking us, the viewers, for purchasing the film and supporting indie horror. So that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, I highly recommend this film. Again, there are times I was like, what is this really? Because like I said, it blends elements from sexploitation to slasher. But what I love is you get the masked killer, even though it's not really masked. He's, you know, but it is. It's unique in that sense. You get not your traditional mass killer. You get actually like the ceremony of them branding his face, or you know, putting this wooden plank on this guy's face. So, and he looks badass. Like, it looks fucking cool. I wish I had better picture quality to show you. But then you've got the girl who wears the bunny mask, which is cool, and she's like kind of like his main girl or whatever. He chooses her. But there's a lot of sex scenes in this movie. It's not like full on nudity. I mean, I think there's boobs, and I don't know. I can't. And there's a lot of dick. I gotta say, there's a lot of penis. So beware of that. That's cool with me. I don't you know, whatever. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, I like the film. It's definitely a breath of fresh air for the slasher genre. And you know, if Dave Parker's involved, it's gonna be good because I like him. I mean, I think he's a good critic and he has good taste. So I'm gonna keep this short, guys. I recommend it. I would say go check it out. This is expensive. It's around $35. I think $30 if you want to buy it, but it's limited. And I'd say it's worth it if you like slashers, you like backwoods slashers, you like sexploitation, you like masked killers, and the whole like tribe thing. It kind of blends it all into one. So I hope I didn't butcher this review too bad. This is the limited edition of Plankface. Check it out. Highly recommend it. The only thing, I guess, I don't really have anything negative to say about it, except for maybe the kills are good too. Yeah, I can't really think of it off the top of my head. So I'd say go check this one out, definitely. All right, that's Plankface 2016. Peace, guys. See you next Wednesday.